Can you hear me clearly? How about now? Does your ear feel instantly more comfortable? This is the dimensional reduction strike of a wireless microphone. So how do you use a wireless mic to solve these audio issues? Using the Insta360 Mic Pro in my hand for a demonstration, I'll teach you some sound recording tips and also check out the experience of this new wireless mic with an e-ink screen. First, the wearing position. Do not wear the wireless mic too close to your face, as it can easily cause popping sounds and amplify saliva and sibilant sounds, making it uncomfortable to listen to. The golden position is recommended to be placed in the center of the chest or quickly positioned with a 6-finger distance, making your voice sound more natural. If you're filming POV first-person perspective and need to turn your head frequently, you can try attaching it to the brim of a hat or glasses. If you think it's too conspicuous and affects aesthetics, the colored ink screen of the Insta360 Mic Pro allows you to customize patterns so you can display your own channel logo. The official app also offers many different types of wallpapers to choose from, rejecting the monotonous equipment logos and opting for unique expressions. The wireless mic becomes a decorative badge. For serious commercial shoots, you can display the brand's logo, making it look natural and professional, highlighting the brand's tone. Instead of awkwardly covering it up, it's better to showcase it gracefully. The ink screen does not emit light by itself, unlike traditional screens that become unreadable in bright light. Under the sun, it is actually clearer and very energy efficient, only using power when changing the image. When turned off, the logo remains on the screen. Second, the secret to pure audio recording. Many people experience a buzzing background noise, which is not because the microphone is broken, but because you are pushing the camera too hard. Remember one logic: let the microphone do more work and let the camera rest. The built-in sound amplifier of mirrorless cameras is often of average quality. The higher you set the camera's volume, the more noise gets recorded. So the first step is to lighten the camera's load by reducing the camera's recording volume, for example, lowering the Sony CM4 to between 1 and 5. The second step is to let the microphone exert its power. Looking at the camera screen, adjust the gain to stabilize the camera's waveform between -12 decibels and -3 decibels. This way, the recorded sound is high fidelity original sound processed by the microphone, and the camera only records, greatly reducing background noise. In addition, the 3.5mm audio cable of the camera is actually a mini antenna. If the shielding layer of the cable is poorly made, like many old cables, then mobile signals and Wi-Fi can get in and turn into harsh electromagnetic noise. Especially in many live streaming scenarios, you must stay away from routers and high-power power strips. In this regard, the shielding layer of the original cable from Yingshu is very solid. What to do when shooting outdoors and the environment is too noisy? So, the Insta360 Mic Pro has 2 levels of noise reduction. Here, let's compare the effects. Now this is the effect without using a wireless microphone, relying on the camera itself for audio. Now this is the effect without noise reduction on a noisy roadside. How does it feel? Now this is the effect with low-level noise reduction. How does it feel? Now this is the effect with high-level noise reduction. How does it feel? The sound after noise reduction doesn't have a plastic feel because it has an AI chip dedicated to audio, reportedly an industry first, which can more accurately separate ambient noise and human voice. Additionally, in windy weather, you can directly put on a windproof cover to physically reduce wind noise. And because the Mic Pro has 3 microphones arranged, it can achieve directional pickup, omnidirectional, cardioid, figure 8, and supercardioid. In the ultra-high directional mode, it's like equipping the microphone with a scope, only capturing sound within a 60-degree range directly in front of the microphone, effectively suppressing side and rear vocal interference. Here, let's test the effect for everyone. Now, it's the microphone's default omnidirectional mode. I am now slowly moving to the side, and you can notice that my voice is still easily captured and not suppressed. Now the ultra-high directional mode is on, and as I slowly move to the side, you can clearly notice that my voice is significantly suppressed. 3. Ensure the sound. In commercial shoots or important interviews, the biggest fear is sound source damage. Once the sound is lost or distorted, there's no chance for a retake. So, enabling a safety track is your first backup. The microphone will record 2 versions of the sound simultaneously, one normal and one intentionally quieter, usually 6 decibels lower than the normal track. If someone suddenly shouts on the scene, then that part of the audio might get distorted or damaged. At this time, you still have the backup of the quieter audio to recover it. If you think post-editing is too troublesome and want a one-click solution, some brands offer that. Look for a microphone with automatic gain control, like the Mic Pro, which has 2 modes to choose from. Or the automatic anti-distortion feature is suitable for noisy environments or people with loud voices. We can compare the difference. Now, the automatic anti-distortion feature is not turned on. This product is very competitively priced. Let's shout together, 3, 2, 1, click the link. Now, the automatic anti-distortion function is turned on. The price of this product is very attractive. Let's shout together, 3, 2, 1, click the link. Dynamic control is suitable for speeds that fluctuate, sometimes loud, sometimes like a whisper, and it can help bring the sound to a stable level. We can see the effect. Okay,
Now dynamic control is off. Speak louder, speak softer, speak louder, speak softer. Now the dynamic control function is turned on. Speak louder, speak softer, speak louder, speak softer. Additionally, the transmitter of the Film Mic Pro can be used as a standalone recording pin with 32 gigabytes of built-in storage, allowing for independent real-time backup without needing to connect to a phone or camera.
If one day the audio cable is not plugged in securely, or if the wireless signal is interfered with, you just need to go home and use the C port to copy the audio files from the transmitter. This is your life-saving backup. Additionally, it is recommended to enable 32-bit float internal recording in the settings, no matter if the live sound is like a mosquito or a cannon. As long as you have recorded it later in the editing software with a simple drag, the sound can be perfectly restored.
Now my voice sounds like a mosquito. Now my voice sounds like a mosquito. Now my voice sounds like a cannon. Now my voice sounds like a cannon. It's equivalent to the RAW format in photography with an absurdly large dynamic range. 4. The monster can be magnetically attached.
Nowadays, wireless microphones not only have belt clips, but also magnetic attachments, so they can pick up sound from many unusual places. As long as it's metal, it can fit anywhere. Stick it on a kitchen knife, and you can hear the crispness when cutting ingredients. Stick it on a refrigerator, and even the door closing sounds particularly heavy. You can even stick it on a bicycle wheel to capture the mechanical sound of speeding through the wind. If you want to record footsteps, just clip it to the tip of your shoe. This sound close to the ground instantly makes my vlog feel more immersive. If an unexpected situation arises and there's no time to bring a microphone, it's okay. You can temporarily snap the transmitter onto the cold shoe of the receiver, and it instantly becomes an on-camera mic. This way, you can quickly capture sound effects, and you can even bring it closer to eavesdrop on a cat's purring. 5. Diverse compatibility, direct connection with the Insta360 ecosystem. The Insta360 Mic Pro is not only compatible with mirrorless cameras, phones, and computers for multi-device audio capture, but for Insta360's own ecosystem, no receiver is needed. The transmitter can connect via Bluetooth directly to Insta360 X5, X4 Air, Ace Pro 2, and Go 2 cameras, delivering high-quality audio at 48 kHz. In addition, the entry-level Insta360 Mic Air also supports Bluetooth direct connection with the aforementioned devices, is more affordable, and lighter. In terms of battery life, with the charging case, it can achieve a super long battery life of 30 hours, with a single transmitter achieving 10 hours, and a single receiver achieving 11 hours of battery life. Both support quick charging, with 5 minutes of charging providing 1.5 hours of battery life. In summary, mastering the audio recording techniques of a wireless microphone can definitely elevate the quality of your videos. Video production is not easy, so if this was helpful to you, feel free to like, save, comment, and share. The more interaction there is, the more it can be recommended to those who need it. I am Lu Hui. Follow me to learn more about photography and videography knowledge. See you next time.